Daydreamer, sitting on the sea, soaking up the sun. He is a real lover.
Hi, today we're going to show you how to make dog food. In this case we're making the food for two small dogs, Dachshunds, Stella and Merlot. What you'll need is the following ingredients. We're using all organic meat and vegetables. So there's 3 pieces of topside grass-fed beef there, cost under 20 bucks. We're using organic green beans and butter pumpkin, organic carrots and broccoli, and of course organic wheatgrass. And for the supplements that we're going to be adding to the dog food is going to be the following. So we'll be using a little bit of apple cider vinegar, coconut oil, spirulina, glucosamine, and barley grass, and some olive oil. Other things that you're going to need to make our dog food is going to be a meat chopper that chops vegetables as well. This is a pretty powerful one. A couple of bowls for mixing, and a chopping board and a sharp knife. Okay, start by chopping up the vegetables. So chop the carrots up into small manageable chunks that will go into the blender. Clean the broccoli first and then chop. So continue chopping all the vegetables. It's totally up to you what vegetables you use and how much you use. It depends whether you want more quantity of meat or more quantity of vegetables. So chop up the green beans into small pieces and chop the wheatgrass. So here we have our bowl of chopped vegetables. So in this we've got wheatgrass, which obviously is a very good source of fibre for the dogs. We have pumpkin, very good source of vitamins and also very good for hardening the stools. Makes it much easier when it comes to cleaning up and picking up. Broccoli and beans obviously provides all their essential vitamins. And carrots, fantastic source of vitamin C and beta carotene. So there's a good mix of vegetables in there. That will keep them going, and obviously we will add supplements and meat to this, which will blend up a perfect dog food. And obviously when cutting the meat, just cut into manageable pieces that will fit in our blender. The pieces of meat have to go in with the vegetables, so you don't want to cut them too big, otherwise it's going to chew up and slow down the blender. Okay, so there we have our chopped meat, chopped vegetables. We are now ready to proceed to blending and grinding it all together. That's where we'll use the supplements. Now it's time to start blending the meat and the vegetables mixed together. Okay, so once it's blended, make sure it's blended up very finely and all mixed together. This is what it should look like so far. This is what we should be left with. This is the blended up meat and vegetables. Now when we're at this stage, we need to start adding the oil and the supplements, which will bind it all together. Okay, now it's time to add coconut oil. Just a couple of tablespoons will be enough. Now add olive oil. Okay, now we're going to add some spirulina. Now these are capsules, you can get it in the powder form. So we're just breaking open the capsules and adding the spirulina to the mix. Okay, now we're going to add some glucosamine. So we're going to crush this up first of all and then add it in a powder form. So as I say, just 4 or 5 tablets should do. So once you've got all the supplements, the glucosamine, the spirulina, the barley grass powder goes in as well. Just give it a good stir. Make sure everything's mixed up. Might need to add a little bit more oil as well, just to add to the consistency. Okay, we're now going to use the ice cream scoop and dig out the portions. Usually use between 1 to 1.5 scoops for our Dachshunds, but depending on how big your dogs are, you might want to use a bigger scoop or a bigger container. And of course it's optional how you want to give this to your dog. We actually give them raw. We freeze it and thaw it and give it them. They seem to enjoy it more than being cooked, but the other option is you can of course fry it or cook it for them. So from all the mixture, as you can see, we've got 7 bags with 2 patties in each there, so obviously that would be 2 weeks for one dog. We've got two dogs, so exactly a week there. The whole lot cost us just over $20 for the meats. Obviously the vegetables very inexpensive. We find it a lot healthier, and the dogs love it.
One night to be confused, one night to speed up truth. We had a promise made, 4 hands and then away, both under influence. We had divine sense to know what to say. Mind is a razor blade to call for hands of above, to lean on. Would it be good enough for me now? One night of magic rush, the start a simple touch. One night to push and scream.